Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we launched our new update. From our indicator, we call it version 1.1.5. So we've added a couple of few new things. The first one is to show the 50% mitigation lines for the higher time frame supply and demand zones. So that means basically the line in the box. So you know if you touch the 50%, yes or not. So it could change the color of the supply zone. And you can also change the color of the line, or you can just disable it if you don't like it at all. What we've also added is for both buy and sell direction, we've added a mitigation color because first it was for both the same. So if 50% mitigation would have been hit, it would change to blue. I believe it was light blue, and now you can change it to whatever color you feel like for the supply zone direction and for the demand zone direction. And that of course goes for when the zone is tapped, when the zone is 50% mitigated, and when the zone is fully mitigated. For the lower time frame order blocks, we've also added a text. So let me move to the lower time frame. Oh, by the way, currently we have a 15 minute demand zone here. Yeah, the chart should be loading any second. Yeah, there it is. All right, so here we currently have a 15-minute demand zone. So I'll also show you guys how I would trade this. So let's go to the lower time frame. I like to trade from the 30 seconds. So let's see what's going on here. All right. So here we have the 15-minute demand zone that we just previously saw in the 15 minutes. What we added in the order blocks, for example, this is a sell direction order block, and that's why we put order block minus sell. So everyone knows clearly that it's an order block and that you don't confuse it with the blue demand zone, just to make things a bit more clear. And here you have an order block minus buy. You can barely see it. Let me zoom in a little. So you know it's for buy direction. All right. As you can see here, 15-minute demand zone price is maybe going to tap in. Let me check. It's going down. What we want to see is a break of structure to the upside once it's in demand. So let's see what it's going to do. And then we will wait for a valid order block. So as you can see here, this will be a valid order block. Just the only thing is that there's not that much momentum going up. So what I'd like to see is a clear break to the upside, because this most likely is going to fail. All right, so as you can see, price is going down. Currently, we also have some sell order blocks here, which we mainly not using because we only trade from, at least I personally trade only from the demand zones. So what I want to see is clear break to the upside that generates a buy order block, and from there on, I will put my limit order to go upwards. And then you could, if you want to, is like potentially target these sell order blocks as your first target or your partial profit zones. So that's entirely up to you. I'm just giving you guys my thought how I would do it. So price steps in, it goes upwards a little bit. So you could have taken this trade and place your stop loss just below the order block over here. So we put it on the high of the order block, stop loss just below. 1 pip is pretty narrow. You can only do that if you have a roll spread account, otherwise it would be too tight. And then you could target the upside. As you can see, it went up to like 5.5%, but we would have targeted this, and you could have been break even after the first break of structure over here. So it would have been a risk-free trade if it would have hit this target over here. But let's move on to a bit deeper one. All right, so as you can see, because it went through the order blocks over here, it removed the order block because it's simply not valid anymore. So we're going down. And now a potential supply zone has been created, but it could be a supply to demand flip. Or I mean a demand to supply flip. It could be that, but let's see what happens. Because we're still in a valid demand zone. It could reach to the lower demand zone, but currently we just want to trade this section. Alright, so we're going up. Alright, first order block over here. A broke structure here. We place or trade on the high. Stop loss just below. And we target this order block over here. You can also target the new supply zone that has been created, but we will just go for this one. Now let's see what it does. All right, tapped in, goes higher. A new order block has been created here. You could, if you're already up for the day, you could scale in your position here and place another trade and put the stops just below. Just make sure when you do that you put the first trade on a break even, so you're not risking 2%. But just 1% with risk-free running of the first trade. That's how I would handle this situation. So it taps in, so your trade got triggered, and it goes up again. Gives a reaction on a new supply zone, but let's see if it's not failing. And it goes up, taps again in an order block, goes up, up, up. And take profit got hit, as you can see. Almost got it. But yeah, that's basically the principle of how we handle this indicator. It just gives up all the possible valid zones where you could trade from. The demand zones are pretty accurate, but as you can see, if you have so many order blocks, it can be a bit messy, but you just have to know what you're doing. And if you're already a smart money trader, this will make things way easier for you, especially with the settings of the alerts that we have. So once you get a reply on your phone that price enters demand zone, you just open your trading view, you go to the chart. So this would have been the moment when you received the message, and then from there on you can monitor your trades. And instead of like waiting the whole day until your demand zone gets hits or whatever, you don't have to wait the whole day. You can put an alert, or you can wait patiently. It will take you about 2 hours until you could finally have this trade. It just saves you a lot of time throughout the day. You can set multiple alerts yourself, or you can just let this indicator do it for you. That's how we handle it. So I hope you guys like this video. And currently we still have our beta version for free. So if you join our Discord channel, you'll get free access till an indefinite time period. And yeah, we just hope to get a lot of feedback from you guys and get our Discord a bit more like active, so we can learn from each other. And yeah, I hope to see you guys soon in our Discord. Bye.